fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. Straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Paz in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match make mistakes? This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Straight right just misses. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? They are not going to let this one go to the judges. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Punch. Let's talk about Paz in that last round. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Holding nothing back here in the round. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Paz is in some serious trouble here. And Vinny Paz goes to the canvas. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay? Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Pazinat last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not. Here we go to the fourth round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Both men step back for just a moment. That counter punch caught him clean. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's like a game of hold that thought. Vinny Paz just got rocked, and Vinny Paz just got knocked down. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Shot from the gut.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Pazinat last round. What a huge momentum. Right hook just missed. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
A perfect counter lands. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Punch, counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Pazinat last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. On the...
What a punch. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
How about that time counter shot? Just misses with the right uppercut. There's a counter shot. Straight right just misses. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? The cut doesn't look that bad, but they're going to take a look at it anyway. So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. Not a lot of... Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Those counter punches have to hurt. His stamina is off the charts. And shoot. Good punch. Good counter punching. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fans. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. The referee determines that we're good and we will continue to fight. That jab doesn't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Robinson in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out. Round 8, and we're off again. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?